Hi, I'm Jeff Rapport, and I'm helpless. But still, I'm back with Metal Rules TV.
Mm-hmm.
And where the underground meets the playground.
Good job.
Me being the helpless one. This story is about one of the most metal bands ever. This is about Europe.
Nice. Joey Tempest?
Yes.
All
They
right.
have a new album out called Bag of Bones.
Okay.
Coming out April 27th. And John Norum, the guitarist, says about this album, why drive a VW Beetle when you can drive a Rolls Royce?
Fuck yeah.
This album is a
Because-
classic. Excuse me, I'm still
Well,
going
I
here.
can't because I
Drunk
work.
Brian, would you let me finish?
I work at the deli. I can't drive a Rolls Royce. I'm like,
Well, why would you? He's telling you to drive a Rolls Royce.
You don't work.
You should be listening.
I'm like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler. I'm tossing ballonis.
I like the nipples on what's her name?
Marissa Tomei.
Oh, they look so great in that movie.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maria. He said this album is a classic rock album with lots of class. Even my mom likes it.
Aww.
Did he say classic rock with lots of class?
Yes.
Yeah, use
Isn't
the
that
same
kind of-
word.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a little-
Kind of.
But you know, English, they're the Swedes. They don't, you know.
Oh, true.
But actually, no, a lot of Swedish people speak better English than me, so I'll hold that thought. Continue.
But he said even his mom likes it.
That's
Now,
good
Is that
to
a
know.
good endorsement? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think like moms like everything that you do. My mom thinks everything I do is perfect, and it's not.
True. We should maybe do some background and see if she like disliked all the other Europe albums
Yeah.
up until this one, because then it would mean this one's really good.
That's true. Also, but Ian, I'm not if I'm pronouncing this right, Hogland, says they named the album Bag of Bones because it sounds fucking cool.
Oh, come on.
Well, I guess he's got something.
Not really.
Bones.
Are they gonna do the soundtrack for Hot Rod 2?
Yeah.
Hot Rod
What's
too?
that?
You see Hot Rod?
No.
Oh yes, and
It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's got like almost
Ian
a Europe.
McShane.
It's got a Europe soundtrack.
It does. It really
Yeah.
does. That's true. I'm sorry. That was a good
So
reference.
anyway, Bag of Bones coming out April something.
27th.
Yeah. Now, I just wonder one thing about it. How much money do you think those guys have made on the Final Countdown song?
They're still making money.
Yeah.
They're actually probably making more money now than they
If they
actually,
get paid from every arena that
Right.
it's
How much
played
money do you
at,
think they make on that?
at least $12.
No, you don't get paid on that shit.
Well, you should.
No, it's
Really?
No, it's radio play.
They don't get any money from that?
Was it?
As far as I know, you don't get like you get like publishing works. You get paid off
Spins.
radio
Mhm.
radio play. Like if it's featured in like a movie or a TV show or commercial,
Sure.
it gets regularly played, and you also get like when you play it live. So like you actually get paid if like a cover band does it, and it's actually like an official venue, and then they actually do the paperwork.
They play.
But even
paid
that-
like ASCAP or.
Yeah, but it's not like a
whatever.
lot. It's not like a lot of money, but all together it all
Sure.
adds up. But stuff like that, like it's been like commercials. So, but the only people that get paid are the people who actually got credit for writing the song.
Right.
So them or whoever they had a publishing deal with gets the money. So if one dude wrote that song and it's like one guy's and that one guy's making all the money, the rest of the guys are like,
Give me $1.
so.
So how much money did they make from this, though? That's what I
Probably. But the thing is, like, that's why I said it's actually, that's the thing about when you have one of those songs. It's not about what you made. You're continuing to make it. Like dudes like, you know, what's the dude? You know, like
The guy that wrote White Christmas?
or even like Steven Adler from like Guns N' Roses. Like that dude
Right.
can probably live. Like if he lives modestly, can live off the royalties from
GNR,
Appetite for Destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps selling.
Yeah.
Right? It won't, you know, if you wrote like Back in Black or like I always call it broke proof. Like
Broke proof,
Michael
nice.
Jackson is broke proof. He can spend all his money
Oh, he's
and
dead
then
now.
next week basically play like 3 shows, wait for his couple royalties to roll in and be a millionaire again. Like
Yeah.
it's you know it's a little too big, but you know.
It's true.
Can you sing that song for us?
Which one?
I remember
Final
on the
Countdown?
radio show I tried to convince you all night long to sing, and you finally did sing Shy.
Oh yeah,
With Michelle Carter.
yeah, but that's high. It's like the final countdown. It's not
true.
really my.
Not your
I can't really
register.
sing.
Yeah.
I can maybe work up to it, but I don't know if I might crack on it.
How about a death metal version? The final countdown.
That's terrible. Don't do that. Don't do it. You'll hurt yourself.
Try and break it out.
All right. So some new Euro.
Yeah, you guys gonna rush out and buy it or what?
First day.
No.
Bag of bones.
Bag of bones.
I'll say
Because it
this.
sounded cool.
My mom says she's gonna buy it.
I'll say this. I did have the first album. I'm not gonna lie. I had it.
I have to say I haven't really heard any Europe I haven't liked.
Yeah.
You think Europe? You think Europe
I
and
like
Asia are like bummed out at like Chicago and Boston?
Right.
Wow, that's kind of interesting.
Not America.
I know that
America and Europe have a feud.
No, there's not a band called America.
Yeah, there is a
Look
band.
it up.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. America.
They're like a classic rock band, like
Yeah,
America.
That's a
Yeah.
terrible name. Chicago's a great name. America.
as long as there's no
Yeah.
band named Canada, we'll all be safe.
There probably is.
And the final countdown
Never
isn't
seen
in the
it.
Rocky movies, so stop saying it.
What?
It's not. People
Thanks.
keep thinking the final countdown's in a Rocky movie. It's not
Only
in a
more-
Rocky-
No, that
Morons
was the
would
Eye
think
of the
that.
Tiger.
Yeah, that's Survivor.
It's the killer, the fight. No, what is that? Thousand up.
You know the
Eye
guy
of the Tiger, Survivor.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to Rocky IV was made by a guy that did the soundtrack to Transformers the movie, the original Transformers, in '86. Orson Welles. did
This is a
Unicron.
weird tangent.
Vince DiCola.
Now we
And
know
thank
a lot
you.
of stuff.
And that's-
Two of my, you don't need to know.
And let's cut this now, please. Europe. Goodbye.